G'day guys, welcome back to Bet It Out for a very wintry weekend of thoroughbred action. I'm Louis Herman Watt, and as always, my man is Ryan Cook there in Australia. Ryan, good to have you back. Let's start with the Winter Challenge at Rose.
Yes, hello again, Louis. Good to be back. I'm finding it very tough to get away from Robusto in this race. He was clearly out of his depth a couple of runs back in the Stradbroke, but lots to like about the way he charged the line last time out in the Winter Stakes. We know he's a bit of a horse for this course at Rosehill. He's got a great record here, drawn a nice soft gate. I think he's set to peak third up, so happy to be with the favourite here.
Oh, look, I totally agree. It's a bit of a danger sign when you've got a top weight in a winter handicap that's this short, but I think he deserves it because last start it was a horror watch and he should have won. I don't know by how many lengths. Just couldn't get out just at the right time, but he maps perfectly here. As you say, he comes from the right form race, a couple of starts back in Straddy. And to be honest, I think some of his key rivals maybe don't get the same map either. So I think he'll be too classy there. Let's go down the line to the Dean Lester Flemington Cup.
Yeah, I'm going to have a bit of an each way play here on Virtuous Circle. He's been tough not to find the placing in his last couple of runs, but he gets out over further here, and we know that he's going to see out the trip. He's taken on much tougher races than this during his career. Gets the blinkers on as well. Look, I'll be honest, he's the kind of horse that I've always had something on each way, just because I think he's a talent. I think he might be starting to put it all together now that he's got a bit of fitness on his side.
Well, fitness will be the key because some of these won't see out the 2800 on a wintry deck. One that will is Samuel Langhorne, because you just look at the breeding. By a shocking Melbourne Cup winner out of the pen time there. So Kiwi bred written all over him. And I think Michael Kidd's got a great amount of miles in his legs now. So he's ready to fire at 2800. And Ryan, a great bit of information for you. There's actually a new biography about Mark Twain out on the market. So I think that's probably going to sway us all. Let's get to Neapolis for the Open Acre Cup.
Yeah, great fun fact there, Louis. Love that, mate. I'm going to go with Bell's Bow here. Super honest type, as we know, and he's won from wide gates previously. If you go back and look at his form during his previous prep, won a couple of starts from barriers 10 and 11. He's drawn wide again here. So for me, I think he's clearly the horse to beat.
I couldn't be with Bell's Bow. I just was so off put by his last run where he was beaten by Bilardo Boy, giving him 6 kgs or whatever it was. I was with the stablemate here, Al Jamala. I just can't quit her because she genuinely is a group mare. Going back to the autumn, she was winning Group 2 races and nice fields. Kind of went off the boil a little bit at the start of winter, but she's back at the races after a little freshen up. So she clearly sound as anything, and she's just so talented. So she actually slots in at the weights perfectly, considering the sort of mare she is. I'm going a little bit blind though because the stablemate, I guess you'd say, is so much shorter in the market. So I would just say everybody watch the market moves before having a bet here. What's your best bet for the whole weekend?
I'm going to go to Eagle Farm, race 8, number 2, Benzu.
I'll be earlier on the card at New Plymouth. Robbie Patterson has a very talented horse called Mate Wan Short, but he's going through the grades. I just think Robbie's going to have a massive day on his home deck. Punters, I hope you have a massive day as well.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website